Callie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How's Mary doing?
Mary's doing well, but I am wanting to implement some more therapy at home. I would love to help her with language and literacy, but I just don't know how.
That's a great question. So what I'm going to go through today is actually how to implement something called shared book reading. And what's great about shared book reading is that you can do it anywhere, whether it's at your house, whether you're on vacation. This is something that you should be able to continually implement with just the things that you have around you. So today we'll just go through the steps of it. I'm going to use this book, Llama Llama Mrs. Mama, as an example, but feel free to let me know if you have any questions about any of these strategies, okay?
That's perfect, thank you.
All right, so the first step is to attribute meaning to your child's attempts to communicate, even if you don't know what they're trying to say. So for example, Mary uses crying and gestures a lot to tell you how she's feeling.
Yes.
So, for instance, if you are reading a book like this one, Llama Llama Mrs. Llama, and you notice that Mary shrieked when you turn to the picture of the page of the llama, you could say, "Oh, wow, you like that llama, don't you? I wonder if we'd find a llama at our nearby zoo." So that's just an example of really expanding her communication and showing that there's more room to add.
I think I can do that.
All right, great. So another step is to prompt the use of her AAC device through natural questions rather than commands. We want to make sure that Mary is engaged and happy to be participating. We don't want to command her to use the device because that's when we'll start to have those problem behaviors and her feeling more upset about the activity. Okay. So in order to do this, for example, you could do something along the lines of, do you think the llama in this picture is sad or happy? I think that the llama is sad. What do you think, Mary? Do you think it's sad or happy?
So I would point to the symbol, and then my child would also point to the symbol as well, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So you would be modeling to Mary that she can use the device to participate in the story.
Perfect.
And then an additional step is to make sure that you're providing appropriate wait time. So we want to give Mary the time to formulate her response. So that means waiting about 10 to 30 seconds in between questions just to make sure that we're not skipping over anything. Okay. An additional thing I want to make sure you do is providing feedback as well. So for instance, in this story, you might ask, what sound does the cow make? Mary might respond, woof. In that instance, you would use your AAC device, so you could say, no, Mary, a dog says woof. The cow says moo. So through providing that input, we can start to generate more of those correct responses in those scenarios.
That sounds perfect.
Great. And then the last step is just to make sure you're asking questions and making comments that maximize her use of the AAC device. So you can see here all the different variety of options we have. So for instance, colors are a main option on her AAC device. So you would do questions for each page such as, oh, what color is the llama wearing in this? Or instead, you could model and say, oh, it looks like llama is wearing red. So in addition to asking those questions, we want to make sure that you're modeling as well. So throughout the story, if you see something that would apply to the device, be sure to point at it and bring her attention to it. But that's all the strategies I have for shared book reading. Do you have any questions about implementing this with Mary at home?
I don't think so. That seems straightforward.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.